Have you ever felt dehumanized? If you ever have, go back to that moment and put yourself back in those shoes and see from that point of view for this case. Transparency is something that every company should have. Alanthus Hotel Group maintained transparency up until a point. The communication is way off and with no trust. A way we can fix this is by making sure that action is taken to punish people when they mess up or if they get in trouble. Different types of classes could help others and the employees that get in trouble. With having people know that there are consequences to their actions, it could make a more trustworthy company to make sure that if someone does something wrong, then they will get punished for it. With Marv continuing to put down people, he didn't learn a lesson the first time. I believe classes and probations would help the company to make a trusting bond with their employees and the company. Along with other problems in the company, we can help the company.
So Marv Jackson wasn't fair to his employees, especially those who were younger than he was. He wouldn't listen to their ideas or wouldn't listen to their opinions about the ideas that he had. And he was especially not fair to one of his employees in particular named Sarah Cooper, who had this good idea about the electronic scavenger hunt instead of his idea about the pub quiz. And because he had already put his idea out there, he wasn't taking anybody else's. He does this to a lot of his employees because when he puts an idea out there, he doesn't want to have somebody else give their idea. And after he was investigated, he would start ignoring Sarah and wouldn't give her any of the good jobs and wouldn't listen to her ideas, call her or anything. He just flat out ignored her. And that wasn't fair to Sarah or fair to anybody else who knew Sarah. And he wasn't fair to his employees. He wouldn't treat them with respect like how he wanted to be treated, and he would treat some different than the others. And this is how Marv Jackson wasn't fair within his employees.
Accountability. Marv never took responsibility for his actions. He never apologized to his employees, and no action was taken by the company to resolve the situation. Alanthus needs to establish rules to deal with not only Marv's situation, but all situations, including employee-to-customer situations. If the action is not taken, this will result in having an abusive workplace environment, which will take integrity away from all of its employees.
Respect. In the workplace, they should have a mutual respect amongst each other. They should be treating each other as equals. No one should feel lesser than any other. Ethically, respect should be given to everyone, no matter the rank they hold. Your boss should treat you the way he treats his own boss. The Alanthus Hotel needs to push this concept more. Maybe holding professional development classes to teach them more self-respect and the golden rule. Employees should not be scared to voice their opinions. They should have enough self-respect to speak up and demand a change.
Having an abusive workplace environment will take away any integrity the employees have left, especially in this case when the employees' voices are being dismissed and told they don't matter. Management needs to create trust in the workplace so that no one feels belittled or less of a person. If the workers are constantly being shut down and not shown any respect, how are they supposed to create a workplace that others want to join? If things continue the way they are going, eventually no one will want to work for the company, and in the end they will be left with a bigger problem. The Alanthus Hotel needs to revamp their code of conduct to create a more trustworthy working environment for their employees. They need to fully push their punishments and follow out all investigations to the fullest. This will create viability throughout the workplace, and the entire congregation while still holding ranks of professional positions.